Hello and welcome to Independent LLC's Windows 10 tips and tricks. We are showing you a new video on how to install the Windows Subsystem for Linux. Now, you can go to the documentation on Microsoft and scroll through it and show everything what you need to know. You can run a bunch of things. You can basically run Linux. Now, this is all basically terminal based, but you can basically, learn how to code. You can also SSH to different computers. Like say, if so, instead of having to install PuTTY, you can actually just SSH with a username and the IP address, and you can log in to either like a Mac, a Linux computer, or stuff like that. And it's all terminal based, which means that there's no user interface when you're doing this. All this is just literally like your command prompts, and the Linux uses Bash, and Bash is a little bit different than PowerShell. Actually, a lot different, but we'll just show you how to get these all running and all that. But yeah, basically you can download a bunch of different ones from Ubuntu, like their latest version, which is 20.4. You can also install Debian, which is Ubuntu gets their information from Debian. You can also install a bunch of other ones too. And I think some of them might be Unix too, but I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, so how to install these features. What you want to do is you go to settings, you go to apps and features, so it starts from the top right, and then you're going to go all the way down to the bottom. I got a lot of programs. We do. We're going to go to programs and features, related settings. You're going to pull up the good old control panel, right? So, what you're going to do next is you're going to hit this button where it says turn Windows features on or off. I already have that pulled up because it actually asks for user access control. And you have an option to turn on and off multiple features like Hyper-V and Internet Explorer 11 and other stuff. But what you want to do is you want to go ahead and scroll down to, where are you at? Windows Subsystem for Linux. And this will make it where you can run the Linux kernel on your Windows 10 device. So you don't have to. Now, the difference between this and actually dual booting Linux is that this actually allows it where you still have the kernels and core elements of Ubuntu on your device, but you're able to basically do, say, some commands like you can run nano, you can run a bunch of other stuff. So instead of me talking about it, let me show you how to do this. So you check mark the box because it would be off when you do that. You hit OK, it would update, and you got to restart your computer. After restarting, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Microsoft Store. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up too, we're going to install two programs. We're going to click here on the search. If it will allow us to. Whoa, okay. We're going to search Windows Terminal, which is actually the new terminal or command prompt or whatever, because it'll have command prompt, PowerShell, Debian, and all of them. And so basically, this is a universal type of program that allows you to, you can run PowerShell, you can run command prompt, you can run Ubuntu in there, but what we're going to do is we're going to download Windows Terminal. So that's just installed. And then we're going to download Debian, which was installed on here, but we're going to reinstall it. And Debian is a Linux operating system, which you can install for free. I do not want a Microsoft account on here because it's not needed. And we're going to download Debian. Now, like I said, you have to enable the feature to run Debian. If you just download the app, and try running the program, it's going to be like, I don't have the Linux subsystem. So we're going to then launch the bind real quick. We're just going to install the bind. It won't take too long. So now we're going to make a username. Now the usernames on these, they're kind of particular. You don't have to use the exact one you have for your username. So we're just going to put dev for the username. And then for the password, we're just going to put p at ssw0rd p at ssw0rd. And now you have the bind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out, because you can either stay in here and run through the box, or you can do it where you can have multiple instances running. So let's say we go to Windows Terminal. So Windows Terminal pulls up, and I'm not sure why it gave me this, but I'm just going to do this real quick. So this is PowerShell, right? I'm not the biggest fan of PowerShell. I do know some features of it, but anyway. So the button, which I just clicked, was this down arrow, because when you just hit the new button, it's just going to automatically open up another PowerShell button. Now you can open up command prompt. You can then also, because if I hit a new tab, it's just going to open another PowerShell button, right? Because it's Microsoft, right? But you can open up the bind, which we just created. So here's the dev username on the computer we're on. And we can also download, we can go to Ubuntu. Now, I do have on both users the same name, but the difference between the two is you can, I mean, they have their ups and downs on what they can do. The bind is more like a hardcore version, while Ubuntu has a lot of stuff. But we can do stuff like open up, let's go with open up nano. And this is nano. This is a command prompt based script editor. And we can literally type up documents. We can type up code for C language or other different languages. It's literally just a terminal-based editor for text. So we're going to do Control X to cancel that. And we're also going to go, we're going to go ls. And now, this is what it's showing right now, is actually not the correct normal using. This is actually just showing the normal Windows stuff. So you're technically in your directory for your main part, so it's in C users dev1, which is our actual account. What you want to do is you can, now it's fine here. You can literally go with, if you type in cd dot slash, let's go to, like, say, documents, and then we go ls, which is to list, and now it's going to show basically, here's some of the stuff I've downloaded. This about me.txt is one of my files. But what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to just go ahead and hit cd just slash. Now what the difference is between that is now I've actually turned back into the root directory. So I can go L, or because I'm on, okay. On Linux, on Ubuntu, you can just put L and it'll actually show what the, like, that's the ones that have slashes are directories. The int thing is either a file or a batch or whatever, and the ads are like a protected folder or whatever. But I can also do, say, mouse pointer. We'll go back to here. We're going to say cat, and then my file command dir, which actually shows what, for this computer, is where I store actually all my files on the actual main Windows side. And the Windows side, to get to that, you would actually do cd/mnt/c users dev1 20lts. Now, you can also go to the home directory, and you can actually go and you can make your own home directory, and you can just make all your documents and all that inside Linux, and you wouldn't be able to access it through the Windows side. But you can also do basically a lot of the things that you can do on Linux. So ping www.google.com. So now it's going to start pinging, which is like in Windows. And to end this command, you actually do Control C, which actually is a ending of the program. And basically, I'm not going to show you guys everything about Ubuntu or how to do that. There's a lot of how-to videos online, but this was just how to actually just show how to install and use Linux and how to use the new Windows terminal. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If anything, it's pretty down-packed simple. You just gotta install a few files, and then if you're into Linux or the command prompt, this is a very awesome video for you. If you're not really into all that, it's a thing for you to maybe learn to get used to, because there's a lot of people that are looking for jobs that just know how to do all this type of stuff. So, um, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like or subscribe if you want to, and hope you guys have a great day. See you.